Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of new makeup. So these are a bunch of new products to me that I have received over the past few months, and I took your requests into account as well. So we are talking about the new Merit Beauty signature lips, talked about the new Huda glosses, and some Korean beauty as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already, and let's get into it. I'm going to start with primer, and the primer I'm going to use today is the new Milk Makeup Cloud Glow primer. This is like a foam pump primer. It's really interesting. It's quite small actually. It is 0.91 fluid ounces, so you don't even get an ounce. I wonder if that is because it's foam, because you won't be using it as much. I'm not really sure how that works when it comes to liquid to foam products, but let me show you what this looks like. So it's literally foam. Please ignore my eczema, thank you very much. And I've used this a few times already, and it's actually really moisturizing, and I like it. It's actually very moisturizing and kind of feels like at first it feels like an actual foam, but once you rub it in, it does feel like a moisturizer and like you're putting moisturizer on your skin. So I personally like this, and I think it's really fun. And Milk has been doing some really fun things with makeup recently. I think they're really making makeup fun again versus just like coming out with the same thing as everyone else. I'm loving what they're doing with makeup recently, and I just think it makes makeup exciting again, which I appreciate because sometimes makeup can be so like repetitive and redundant. So that is what the primer looks like. It's just like a moisturizing, kind of tacky feeling finish on the face. So maybe it does make makeup last longer. I should look up the claims of this. So this does say that it creates a smooth base, holds makeup for up to 12 hours, and hydrates the skin. It's paraben-free, silicone-free, oil-free, and non-comedogenic. Those are all great. And it has ingredients like turmeric, saffron, apricot extract, wuzuyu extract, and a hydra booster. So those are the claims of this. I also really like that Milk Makeup does a lot of skincare makeup hybrid products. They've been doing that for years before it was like really popular. So that is the primer. Base. I'm not sure what to use for base today because I don't really have too many new base products. So I could try the new Kosas one, but I have not had any luck with that the last two times that I've used it. So I might skip out on new base products because I don't really have any to use. Let me triple check though before I continue. I do have this though. Bare Minerals sent me this. This is their Bare Minerals Bare Pro 24-Hour Wear Skin Perfecting Matte Liquid Foundation. I'm kind of nervous for this because it says it is matte, and I prefer not a matte finish, but we'll try it. Why not? This looks like it could work. It also looks like it could be light. This is the shade 26 Light Cool. If this is too light for me, okay, that's too light for me. We're gonna do something different. Do I try the Kosas one again? Ugh, I don't know. I could hope for the best. This is way too light for me. Okay, let's try the Kosas one. This is the Kosas BB Burst. This is a tinted gel cream. I'm going to be wearing the shade 25. I have mentioned this earlier, but the last two times that I tried this, it just did not work for me. I don't know why. The finish was just weird. It kind of just like sat on my skin, so I think I'm gonna use my fingers to blend this in to try and avoid that. It just looked extra weird on like my chin area and my jaw area, and just kind of sat on top of my skin, didn't blend in with it, and made my skin look a little funny. So hopefully blending it in with my fingers and using that moisturizing primer will help. But you can see that this shade works pretty well for me. Okay, it's not being weird so far, which I really appreciate because the last two times it was being weird. It's actually sitting really nice on my skin and looks very skin-like and not bad at all. So this is good. This is promising. I do hate blending things with my fingers though. It gets so gross. For brightener, I'm going to be using the Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo in the shade Light to Medium. I've gotten quite a few new things from Sigma and I'm really excited to try them. I wanted this so bad when it first released, so I'm really excited to have it in my collection now. I also have their new brush set to be using today, so I'm excited to show you those because I love them. Have been using them for like a month or so now, and they're just the perfect brush for me. The way that they're shaped and the density of them are some of my favorite types of brushes. So this is the concealer brush. This is the Sigma Soft Angled Concealer Brush. It's F72, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like shaped like a finger. As you can see, it has that like domed top and it has this really nice density to it. Just blends concealer and brighteners out really beautifully. I love this. And I usually just mix the two different shades together for my under eyes. So this is one eye with the color corrector and one without. You can see it really brightened my eye out and also kind of like removed the hollowness as well. So love that. Okay, so this is both eyes done. Did a really good job at brightening. For concealer, I have a sneaky little product from Phytosurgeons. They're not going to release this anytime soon, but Jason and I are very similar skin tones, so whenever he plays with base products, he usually sends me one, which I always feel so special when he does that, and I'm like but he has a foundation like balm tint. He hasn't named it because it's not a product. He uses this as concealer and all over his face. So this is a little light for us right now because we are moving into the warmer months, but I've been using it as concealer and it works great in the center of my face for brightening that area up. But this is this really nice like thin like putty type texture. It really is like a balm tint. It's really lightweight and just does a beautiful job at brightening my under eyes. Okay, so that is the concealer all done and in the center of my face. For bronzer, I think these are new, the new Fenty Matchstick shades. I'm pretty sure. Let me triple check. I think that these shades are an extension. I'm not quite sure, but this is definitely new to me. This is the Matchstick in the shade Mocha 03, and I've also used this a couple times, and I really like the shade. It's this like really warm brown shade, and I think it's really good for right now during this season because it's this warmer tone and it's perfect for like spring and summer. And another reason I really like these matchsticks are because they're really lightweight on the skin as well for a cream product. I would say that they're like almost a cream to powder texture. Like when you swipe it on your skin and then blend it out, it just feels very powdery. That's why I really like these, because they don't feel heavy on the skin and you can really pack them on if you want to without them feeling heavy or looking too like muddy or cakey. And I usually just like to put my brush into it like this. And isn't that shade so pretty for my skin tone? Okay, moving on to highlighter. I have these new Espressoh highlighters. These are called the Moonlight Liquid Highlighters. I have 3 shades, copper, sand, and pink. And this packaging is really cute. Let me show you. This is the packaging. It's like a little aluminum tube, kind of like a paint tube. I think I'll use the pink shade. First time ever using this. Let's see how it goes. Oh, okay. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand. Okay, actually that looks a little light for me, so maybe I'll use the other shade. Let's swatch that and see what that looks like. This is the shade Sand. Perhaps this one's better for me. And since we're here, let's swatch the shade Copper as well. Honestly, maybe I'll like Copper the most. Okay, maybe Copper is too deep. Yeah, I'll try Sand. I'll do Sand today. I do want to put a highlighter on top as well, so I'm not going to go too ham with this. Just going to take like a little pin prick of it, because I do think a little is going to go a long way. Ooh, this blends out really pretty and easily. It's kind of like a gel texture, like a cream gel texture. But that blends out seamlessly. And it doesn't look like it has any glitter throughout from what I'm seeing right now. So my camera was not recording. I think I might have forgotten to press record. Dink, dink, dink. But I put on a second highlighter, and it is the Fenty Beauty Demi Glow highlighter. This is their limited edition light diffusing highlighter, and I am wearing the shade Prosecco 02. So this is what it looks like on the cheeks. And I forgot my nose, so I can put it on my nose, and perhaps I'll just show you a little bit extra on my cheeks so you can get a little visual of that application. They also came out with a new brush, which I'm using today. It's kind of almost like a small stipple brush because the bristles are like all spread out. So this is what it looks like. You can see that the bristles are kind of like spaced out a little bit and in uneven sizes. So it kind of reminds me of like a mini stipple. And this is the highlight. It's fairly blinding, as you can see. Put a little on my nose as well. And then I put this on. This is the strawberrybalm.com from Glossier in their original formula, which is incredible. I love that they're bringing that back. But it was really sweet. My friend Bree gave one of these to all the girls at a birthday party for my friend Julie, and she also gave us little bandanas with our names embroidered on them because it was a horseback riding and like horse cowboy cowgirl themed birthday party. So it was so cute. She had these little bandanas with our names embroidered on them, and then these strawberrybalm.coms as a little gift. So I'm really excited to have this because I have not tried this shade or flavor yet, and it looks really cute. So this is what the packaging looks like, and this is the shade on the inside. It's like a strawberry red shade, and it does give you a little tint on the lips as well. I asked on my community tab what new makeup you all wanted to see. One of them was like K-Beauty, J-Beauty, and I do have a couple of those to share. This is a brand called Tpsy. It is a Korean beauty brand, and they sent me a handful of things. I'm going to be talking about a few of them. These are their liquid blushes. It's in this gorgeous glass packaging. Is such a fun shape, and I don't know, I just love the overall look of these. So we have 3 shades: Hug Scene, Burning Heart, and Sugar Rose. But then I also have these to talk about. These are the new Freck Beauty blushes. I have all 6 new shades, so I'm not quite sure which ones to use today. I kind of want to use the Tpsy ones because I know that I'm gonna do a video on these. Maybe not a YouTube video, but like a short or something like that. So I might save these for later, but I'll show you the packaging really quick because it is so cute, and it is different from the past packaging because it's smaller. So this is the old packaging in the Freck Cheek Slime, and this is the new one. It is significantly smaller. The new size is 0.5 fluid ounces, and the old size is 0.8 fluid ounces, which is way too much blush for any one person. So I understand them downsizing, but they still downsized. But I still love this packaging, and I think they're so cute. Definitely gonna still be keeping my old ones. How cute is this? Really excited about those, and today I'm gonna be using these. I'm really intrigued by this lavender shade, so I think I wanna use this one today. It does have a doe foot applicator, and I think I'll use this new Sigma brush. This is the Precision Powder, but I thought this would be good for a liquid blush as well. You can actually buy this brand on Olive Young Global, I think it's called, or just Olive Young. Kind of like a Yes Style situation. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of it though. This blush feels very liquidy. That shade is cute. Okay, this is the blush on this cheek versus without. It's very light on me and looks pretty like neutral almost. It is a little like gray leaning on me. I feel like in person it looks more neutral than on camera. I feel like on camera maybe it's leaning a little bit more gray. So for that reason, let's try a different shade on the other cheek and see if I like that better. I'm gonna try the shade Burning Heart on this cheek. Okay, so on this side we have Burning Heart, and then on this side we have Hug Scene. They're both quite sheer on me actually, which makes sense for K-Beauty. Most of their products are quite sheer. I still think it's really pretty. I like it. What do you think? I don't have a new brow product to talk about other than brow gel, so I'm gonna quickly fill my brows in and then I'll be right back. The new brow product I have to talk about is not new to the market, but it's just new to me. This is the Surratt Clear Brow Gel, and it's really nice. I've been using it for a little while now too. The applicator is so funny. Let me show it to you. It's like a toothbrush. Is that not the funniest brow product applicator ever? It literally looks like a toothbrush with some toothpaste on it. But I've been really enjoying this as a brow product because the formula of the actual gel is really nice. Getting used to this applicator is a little different, but it is nice. It really does brush through like every single brow hair. And sometimes I like to take it like on its side to help really brush up all the little individual hairs. And that's what the brows look like with the brow gel. Does a pretty good job. Let me know if you've tried this and what you think about it. I would also love to know what new makeup products you all are into and what you're trying or what you're interested in. I'd love to hear. I still need to do a video about like just talking about new makeup and what's up and coming and just like to chat about it, because I think that would be really fun to talk to you all about new makeup and what your thoughts are on all of them. For eyeshadow, I have these new beautiful eyeshadows from Persona Cosmetics. These are their eye paints. These are very reminiscent of the Glossier eyeshadows. Do you not agree? They're in like little test tube situations, but these shades are so pretty, very up my alley. We have the shade Oro, which is like a goldish shade, the shade Belle, which is like a bronzy shade, and then the shade Pony, which is kind of like a holographic pink shade almost. I, of course, am gonna go in with the shade Belle, which is the bronzy shade. Ooh, okay, the applicator is different than the Glossier ones. These are more pointed, as you can see. They have more of a point to them. I am going to do one eye at a time because I don't know how these are going to set. Okay, so this sheared out very nicely. It's a good wash of color. That's what it looks like on this eye versus without. Really, really pretty. This would be perfect for traveling. I'm gonna try a second layer and see how it layers. I love the gold coming through the shadow, just how it's like a wash of gold across the lid as well with the shimmer. That is so pretty, and it layered pretty nicely as well. I think that is so pretty, very, very up my alley. I love a bronze eyeshadow. I do think that my cheeks are a little pink for this makeup look, for this bronze shadow, so maybe I'll add a little bit of Belle on top to like kind of tie in with my cheeks. But before I do that, here is a look at the shadow. So pretty. I think I might put this on my inner corner and sweep it up like this. Okay, kind of like that. I feel like you can't see it as well on camera as I can in person. It's really pretty, like pink, flaring up this direction. I like it, and I think it blends in with the pink cheek. For mascara, I'm going to be using the new Beaubble X Rudi mascara. This is the like strawberry chocolate dripped tubing mascara. I've only used this once before, and I can't really remember how I felt about it, so I would like to use it again and show you all what it looks like. This is what the mascara wand looks like. It is tapered, kind of cone-like, and I like that because it'll make it easier to get into the like inner corner lashes. Right off the bat, the formula is already very dry, so if there are some of you out there that prefer a very dry formula, or like to wait for your mascara to dry out, I think you'd like this right away because it does feel quite dry already. But if you like a wet mascara, I don't know if this is going to be for you. Not many people out there like a wet mascara though. It has a lot of length to it as well. Okay, so this is one eye with versus without. The color is very brown too. It's like, it's a warm chocolatey brown. It is a tad leaning a little red, which a lot of brown mascaras do, but a lot of brown mascaras are just like usually not even brown, so I do appreciate that this is actually brown. And now that I'm looking at it, I thought I would love a brown mascara, but the contrast of my brown mascara with my really dark brows, I don't know how I feel about that. It does bring out the brownness in my eyes a lot though, I feel like. In contrast to my eyebrows, it just feels a little like not cohesive. Maybe if my brows were lighter, I don't know. I don't remember feeling this way the first time I wore it. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Let me know what you think about that, this eye. And I'm really liking this wand too. It's pretty easy to get into those smaller inner corner lashes and then flare out these ends. So that is very nice so far. I'm just having such a weird feeling about how brown, because this is a very brown mascara versus my eyebrows. So if you need like a brown mascara, this is definitely for you because that is for sure brown. Yeah, let me know what you think about that because I don't know why I'm feeling a little weird about it. I didn't think I would feel so weirded out by that, but I am. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off this Balm.com so we can move on to lips. I have a few lip products in front of me, and one of them is the Hourglass Lip Liners. I've been absolutely loving these. These are my favorite. I went on a little birthday trip. These were the only lip liners that I brought with me because I love them so much, but I thought I would show you some of the shades that I have and that I love. So the first is the shade Uncover. This is my absolute favorite. These are pretty new to the market, so I thought I would mention them. This is the shade 4 Uncover. Is that not so pretty? And I thought I would pair that with this new gloss by Armani. This is the new Giorgio Armani gloss in the shade 03, but I thought that combo was so pretty. These are very nice. They're a really nice juicy gloss. They're a really pretty lip gloss that is shiny but not too shiny, so if you're not into like a really gloopy lip gloss, I think you would like these. They give you a really healthy look to the lips. And then another one of you wanted me to talk about the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter lip glosses. I did show a short swatching all these shades and I'll link it up here in the cards, but I thought I would just swatch a couple of my favorite. So I think one of my absolute favorites is the shade Foxy. They have this cone-like applicator. It's really easy to get like right at your lip line, and they fill in the lip lines really pretty, and they're quite pigmented. Okay, so this one compared to the Armani one, you can see is a lot shinier, way more reflective, and fills in my lip lines a lot more. It's quite substantial on the lips as well. It feels like a thick gloss on the lips. It's not sticky, but it doesn't feel as lightweight as the Armani ones. So if you're more into like a thick, super glossy lip gloss, this one is for you, especially if you like a more pigmented one. Or if you don't, the clear one is really pretty too. Just at like really making you have like glass slipper lips. I really like these. I haven't been wearing them a ton just because they've been set aside to like create content with, and they're not in the process of just being in my makeup collection, if that makes sense. They are very pretty. I like the shades. There is some inconsistency with the opacity of the shades though, so some of them are a little bit more streaky, some are more sheer. So I would definitely recommend swatching them in store first so you can see the differences in that opacity and help you like decide which one is for you. But then always like a clear is, no one goes wrong with a clear lip gloss, so that's always like a safe bet. But I would recommend like going in and swatching them in person, because for me the deepest shade was quite streaky, and then this one here, this is the shade Honey. It was just like way too milky. My favorites are this one, Foxy, Bombshell, this one here, and the shade Posh. Those three are my favorite. And also, of course, The clear is really beautiful. The ones that I love. But yeah, I just think they're very, very pretty, and I think they did a good job with the shades as well. Other than them being a little bit inconsistent, like the actual shades are very pretty. Okay, next we have the new Merit Beauty Signature Lips Matte. Packaging is gorgeous. One of you also requested that I talk about these, and luckily they sent me a couple because I'm not really buying makeup right now, but they did send me these, so yay, I am able to talk about them. I'm very excited to try these because I adore the original signature lip from Merit. I have a whole video trying to like dupe almost the same but different video of the shade Slip. It's my absolute favorite lipstick color, one of them at least, and a matte shade. I'm a little skeptical because I am not a matte lip girly, but I love the NARS matte lip balms, so I'm kind of hoping these are going to be similar. I will definitely link my Merit affiliate link down below so you can check these shades out. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so they sent me the shade Classic and the shade Power. Not the shades I personally would pick. I could not pick, so these are the ones that I got. One is a red and one is a pink. I'm worried that the pink is going to be a little too light on me, so we shall see. If it is, I can always put a lip liner on top. Packaging is gorgeous, very similar to their signature lip, just this like gray black shade. And this is what they look like on the inside. They have that Merit embossing right there. They look so pretty. Okay, this is the shade Classic. It actually looks like it might work, but these can sometimes be deceiving on my skin tone and turn out to be like very gray. Okay, this is the shade. It's not for me, sadly. I don't know, I feel like it washes me out a tad bit. I wonder if it would look better with a lip liner. So I'm gonna try and put the Hourglass lip liner on the outside. I do think I like it a little bit more with a lip liner. The texture is really nice though. It feels very creamy and almost moisturizing on the lips, and my lips feel very dry right now, but I don't feel like this formula is emphasizing the dryness on my lips at all, which a matte lip would definitely do on my lips, especially because I have so many lip lines and I have very wrinkly lips. But this texture is so nice. It's very creamy and comfortable on the lips. I really like that texture a lot. This shade, not my favorite. I wish I got a shade that I actually wanted, but let's try the red. Reds usually look pretty good on me, even though I don't really wear them, but they do tend to look good on me. So let's see how that looks. So this is the shade Power. It looks like a classic red shade, a very classic blue toned red that is so stunning. I love the depth of this color. It looks so rich and beautiful. I wonder if they fixed the bullet situation with this because they are matte. Hopefully they are in the bullet a little bit better than the signature lips, because those like fall out of the bullet and just like get crumpled in there because the formula is so soft. But because maybe these are like a harder formula, they will work better in the bullet. Oh man, the texture of these is so nice. I feel like this shade isn't as deep as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more of like a deep rich red, but it looks kind of bright on me, doesn't it? Is that just me? I don't know. Man, the texture of this is so nice. I don't know, it just feels really comfortable on the lips and like an actual balm. Dare I say that? It feels really good on the lips. This is definitely like a matte lip texture that I would wear and feel good about because it is so comfortable on the lips, especially after I exfoliated my lips. It feels extra nice. That is very pretty. Doesn't really go with this makeup look, but that's okay. I have more lips to try on. Wow, that texture is so nice. If you are my skin tone and you have this matte lipstick, please let me know what shade you have, because I was eyeing the more like brownie tones, and if you have any of them and you love them and you're my skin tone, I would love to know what you think about them, because this texture is so good. Okay, so those were the Merit lipsticks. Loving those. I just wish I had a different shade. Wait. That's my little violin of me crying because it's it's not a problem. Okay, now that my lips are stained, let's move on to some lip stains. These are the Tpsy Beauty lip glosses and lip stains. They call them all lip glosses, but these two over here are lip stains for sure. And this one does look like an actual lip gloss, and they're all plumping, which I have mixed feelings about. I do like that they plump my lips. I just don't like the after effects because my lips are usually drier. They're more sensitized afterwards. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about them. Let me know how you feel about them. Let's try these on. I will show you the stains because a clear gloss is a clear gloss. Another product they sent is their lip liners, and these are gorgeous. These are also plumping lip liners, which there aren't too many on the market. I think like Buxom has some, and maybe Too Faced perhaps, but I'm not sure. These are some of the very few plumping lip liners that I've tried other than the Buxom ones, and sadly they're too light for me, but there is one that's a very cool, and I will show you after I put the stains on. So we have two shades, Homebody and Flushed. I think I'm gonna go with Homebody because it's a little bit more pink toned, and I think it will work with my makeup look more. But again, this packaging is so pretty. It's glass and it has like this silver ombre effect. So gorgeous. So this is the shade Homebody. These you can feel the plumping effect like immediately. Maybe I'll try a little bit of this one too. This is the shade Flushed. This is more red, I suppose. This is more like red berry toned. I'll show you another shade of the Hourglass lip liner. This is the shade 3 Tempt. This is another favorite from the lip liners. This is more of like a peachy toned lip liner shade. I don't know if you can tell with that lip stain, but I can. Can you kind of see that gradient with the lip liner? I also love this shade. The shade I wanted to show you from the Tpsy plumping lip liners is the shade 04 Lipforia or Lipforia. I'm not quite sure. This, let me show you. I've talked about this on my TikTok and my Instagram. It is a lip liner highlighter basically. So you put this on your upper lip and it highlights your upper lip and plumps it. Can you see? So it just gives your upper lip a little bit of a highlight to make it look a little bit more like a plump and raised. I like to focus it on the Cupid's bow because if you get to this part of the lip, it can kind of look a little strange, especially if you have like a light tan, light medium skin tone or a deep skin tone, because it just looks a little too white. I posted this on my TikTok and someone was like, got milk, which I thought was funny. It kind of does give that vibe, kind of like a milky cast on the upper lip, but it definitely does the job of making your upper lip look more like pouty and plump and like it protrudes more from your face. So I think it's a genius idea, and a lot of people were suggesting to use this as pinpointed highlight on the nose. And they also suggested the inner corner, but because it's plumping, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk possibly irritating my eyes, but I will definitely put it on the tip of my nose. I thought that was so cool and genius. Korean beauty is always ahead of the game. They're always so innovative, so I definitely wanted to show that off to you because perhaps some of you like to highlight your upper lip, and this would be such a fun product to have and use and just make your upper lip look a little bit more plump. Okay, so this is the finished face of playing with new makeup. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this finished look and all the products that I tried. If you have tried any of them as well, I would love to hear your thoughts on them. It's not as cohesive of a makeup look as it could be, but I feel like that's the game that you play when you play with new makeup. There are definitely some winners in here and some things that I need to test out a little bit more. And if you have any more questions about the products, please let me know. Or if you want me to talk about any of them in depth some more, let me know that as well. But I hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!